Late at night, two close friends, Mike and Jake, decided to spend the evening playing Dota 2. They lived in different parts of town, but their headsets kept them connected as usual. Each sat at home, chatting, and doing their best to win another game. Mike picked Axe, and Jake went with Shadow Fiend, their favorite heroes. Everything was going as usual until midway through the match. In a tense team fight, Mike began to hear strange, distorted noises through his headset. These weren't just typical interference. It felt like something sinister was creeping into the game, eerie whispers and faint shuffling sounds. Jake tried to laugh it off, saying maybe someone in his house was walking around, but soon after his voice faded and Mike heard a dull thud through the headset. "You still there?" Mike asked, trying not to sound too concerned. Jake responded, but his voice sounded different, muted and with an edge of fear. I'm not alone here, damn. This game is starting to freak me out." Mike chuckled, thinking his friend was just trying to mess with him. But then something strange happened in the game. Mike's screen flickered, and he heard an odd noise. Not the kind of lag he was used to, but a faint, creepy breathing sound in his headphones. Everything suddenly felt disturbingly real. "What the... Do you hear that?" Mike asked. But there was no response. Seconds later, he heard Jake's breathing become strained, followed by a whisper, as though someone or something was quietly calling his name. "Mike. Mike ... The voice was barely audible, but the creepiest part was that it wasn't in the game. It was coming directly through his headset right into his ears. Mike froze, trying to process what was happening. He yelled into the microphone, "Jake? Jake, where are you?" And then suddenly, the sound of the game cut out. In the dead silence, he heard something fall over at Jake's house. Then nothing. A minute later, a faint sound returned. Footsteps, slow and heavy, echoing in Jake's house, as if someone or something was moving toward him. "Jake, answer me!" Mike shouted, his voice trembling now. But the only response was those footsteps and the eerie whispering. Suddenly there was a loud crash, and the connection went dead. Mike, panic rising, ripped off his headset and tried calling Jake. No answer. He decided he had to go to Jake's house. When he arrived, the front door was slightly open, and a strange, oppressive chill hung in the air. Inside, the house was eerily still, but shadows on the walls seemed longer, distorted, as if something had passed through them, bending reality. In the kitchen, Mike found an overturned chair and a few scattered items on the floor, but no sign of Jake. What he did notice was unsettling. Jake's headset lay on the table, smeared with something dark, almost black, like blood. The computer screen was still on, with the game frozen, Jake's hero standing motionless as if waiting for something. Terrified, Mike called the police. When they arrived, they searched the house but found no signs of an intruder, and strangest of all, no sign of Jake. He was never seen again. Days later, while going through his own headset, Mike heard faint noises in the background, and a voice.
"Jake."
Whispering, calling his name.
"Mike, the game isn't over."